Hi kids, it's Graham sitting in the same chair wearing the same shirt. It is the same day as some other book I just read wearing the same shirt, but trying to read up all the books that my friend gave me so I can give them back to her when I see her. So I'm going to read another Froggy. Froggy plays in the band. Look at that. You know what a band is, right? A group of people who play musical instruments together. Sometimes people sing. And there's Froggy playing that big thing. Anyone know what that's called? Anyone? We're going to find out. We're going to find out what Froggy's musical instrument is that he decides to play. Look at that. Looks like they're having a marching parade with their instruments. Let's see how we're gonna do it today. Ooh, Froggy's reading that sign that says Marching Band Contest, Big Prize. At school one day, Froggy read a sign. It said, what Graham just said. Great, said Froggy, a band contest. He flopped over to see Miss Martin, the music teacher. Flop, flop, flop. What's the big prize? Asked Froggy. It's a surprise, she said. If you and your friends start a marching band and compete against other schools in the Apple Blossom Parade, you can win the prize. There she is. She's at her piano. Does that look like Graham's piano? A little bit. What will I play, wondered Froggy. Then he remembered his dad's old sax. He went up to the attic, and this is what he found. A saxophone. You could call it a sax if you want, or a saxophone. After school, he flopped up to the attic, flop, 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 and started blowing his dad's horn. Honk, bleep, screech. Well, it probably didn't sound so good. Froggy, called his dad. What? Quiet, please. I'm on the phone. Froggy's making a racket, and his father's trying to hear on the telephone. I'm on the phone too, cried Froggy. The saxophone. Honk. That's funny. Next day, Froggy got his band together and they practiced in his yard. Max on drums, kaboom. Leah on triangle, tingling. Emma on recorder, tweedledee. And Hannah, her twin, on cymbals, clash. There they all are playing their instruments. I want to join too, said Froggalina. What do you play? Asked Froggy. Nothing, she said. But I can do this, and she twirled a baton, tossed it high into the air, and caught it behind her back. Ta-da! Listen, when Graham was little, she used to have one of these. It's called a baton, and I used to love twirling it. Maybe one day one of you guys will get a baton and start learning how to twirl it. You have to be a little older, I think. Every day after school, Froggy's ragtag band marched around and around the playground. Honk, kaboom, tingling, tweedledee, clash. You think they sounded good? Maybe not yet. Maybe they're just trying to learn. And every day Miss Martin told them the rules for the marching. Don't look left, don't look right, and don't stop for anything. What if you have to go to the bathroom? Asked Froggy. Don't stop for anything, commanded Miss Martin, or everybody behind you will crash into you. 3 weeks left. 2 weeks. 1. Froggy practiced marching everywhere, even in his sleep. Oh, look at that. He's laying in bed. His feet are up in the air and his arms are out. He's marching in bed. I've never heard of that before. At last, the big day came. The apple trees had burst into bloom and the parade was ready to begin. Everybody was nervous, especially for Froggy. Miss Martin said, now remember, don't look left, don't look right, and don't stop for anything. and the parade began. That looks very nice. Being the youngest, Froggy's band marched in front, led by the majorette, the one and only Froggalina. There she is, the majorette. She's got her boots on, and she's got her baton up in the air. "Froggy!" called his father. He was jumping up and down on the sidelines, but Froggy didn't look. Remember, he's not supposed to look anywhere but forward. "Froggy!" called his mother. She was aiming a camera. Of course she wanted to take a picture. Graham would want to take one too. But Froggy didn't look. Cameras flashed, clowns threw candy, and still Froggy marched, looking straight ahead. Here came the judges' stand. This was the big moment. Froggalina twirled her baton. She tossed it high into the air. And Froggy thought, don't look left, don't look right, and bonk! Her baton hit him on the head and knocked him down. "Oops," cried Froggy, looking more red in the face than green. Oof, clang, crash, and the rest of the parade piled on. Aw, poor Froggy. "Froggy!" called Miss Martin. "What?" came a muffled cry. "Are you all right?" Look at her. She's yelling for him. And there he is. Froggy crawled out from the bottom of the heap and said, "Don't stop for anything," and started to wail a wild swamp tune on his saxophone. The rest of the band joined in and everybody danced in the street, and when the judges' vote came in, Froggy's ragtag band had won a special award, Coolest Marching Band at the Apple Blossom Parade. "What's the big prize?" asked Froggy. "This is," said Froggalina, and she gave him a big juicy kiss smack on his cheek. Eek! Look at that. You think that's the big prize? Then the judges gave Froggy and his band the real prize, a big golden trophy in the shape of a saxophone. "Yes!" cried Froggy, and Froggy's ragtag band played one last time. Honk, kaboom, ting-a-ling, tweedledee, clash. The end. Look at that. Froggy formed a band and they marched in a parade. That's super cool. I know you guys have some musical instruments, right? Graham bought you that drum a long time ago filled with instruments inside it. That's cool. You and Lila could be in a band like that. You might not have that, although doesn't Graham have one of those? I have a toy saxophone in the basement. I just realized that. I should have brought it up and gone burp and blew it for you guys. But you could use your drum and whatever else. You got cymbals in there, I think. That'd be super cool. You could form a band, get Mommy and Daddy in the band, and then you could make a little video and send it to Graham. All right. That's it for now. Love you guys.